Writing an informal letter 1. Number 1. Informal letters are written to friends and relatives. Number 2. The format. You may refer to the image on the screen. Number 3. The language used is simple and friendly. You can use contractions such as can't, I'm, won't, you are, and so on. But in examination, do not use slang like hey, what's up, gonna, kinda, wanna. Number 4. The format of writing an informal letter is explained in the following table. For the address, the writer's address is written at the top right-hand corner, and the date written below the address. For the greeting, written on the left-hand side of the letter, begin with Dear somebody, or Dearest, or My Dear. This is for the close family and friends. For example, Dearest Father, my dear uncle said, Dearest City. For the opening, which is the first paragraph, you may begin your letter by asking about the person's health. For example, how are you? I hope that you are in the pink. How's your family getting on? I'm fine and I hope you are fine too. I hope that you are as fit as a fiddle. Asking what the reader had been up to. How's the weather at your place? Not too hot, I hope? Did you get to visit your grandparents? Did you go on your trip to Paris as you had hoped? They say Paris is a beautiful city. You may express your happiness as well. For example, I received your letter on which day? I'm happy to receive your letter. Thank you for your letter which I received. I'm so glad to hear. I'm so glad to learn that. You may express sorrow. I'm sorry to hear that. And express apology as well, such as I'd like to say sorry for. I'm sorry for not writing blah blah blah. For the content, it consists several paragraphs. In the second paragraph, mention your main reason for writing the letter. You may use the following phrase. In your last letter, you wanted me to describe or advise. I'm writing this letter too. For the closing, which is the last paragraph, inform the reader that you are ending the letter. You may use the following phrases. I'll write again soon. Do write to me soon. Well, that's about all for now. Please give or send my regards to. Please convey my warm regards to. Let me pant off here. Take care of yourself. Hope to hear from you soon. I'm looking forward to hearing from you soon. Hope to receive a reply for you. Bye or goodbye. If you are writing to your parents, you can sign off by using your loving daughter, yours lovingly, your affectionately. If you are writing to friends or relatives, you can sign off by using your friend, yours sincerely, your niece or nephew. For the signature, sign your name at the bottom of the letter in the right-hand corner. Imagine that you write to a real friend of yours. Friends usually have names, so address him or her with a name. Begin the letter with Dear Joey, Tim, Rebecca, etc. Begin your letter with some general statements. Introduction, saying hello, something about the last letter, a few personal questions or chatty comments. Refer to the letter you have received from your friend and thank him or her for it. Apologize for the fact that you have not answered the last letter soon enough. Thanks for your last letter. It was interesting reading it. I really enjoyed reading it. It was great to hear from you, or it was great to hear all your news. I miss you quite a lot. Sorry I haven't written for so long as I have been very busy, preparing for the exams. Thank you very much for blah blah blah. How are you? I hope blah 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 is going well. I was happy, delighted, surprised, disappointed, sorry to hear that about blah blah blah. Congratulations. Congrats on blah blah blah. Have you decided where to go on holiday? Use the proper register. 專用語言. The letter is supposed to be informal, so you can use contractions, informal linking words like well, by the way, anyway, so. An excuse to stop writing. I really must have to go now. My maths lesson is about to begin. I'd better sign off now. I've got a big history test tomorrow. Well, I must finish because blah blah blah. Must dash or rush now, blah blah blah. You can use more conversation-like statements or questions in your letter. For example, you know that I had this exam, right? You think he will be able to come to the party? Use questions to ask about your friend. Arrange the next meeting. Send greetings to his or her friends and family, etc. End your letter in an informal way. See you soon. Write back soon. Please write soon. Looking forward to seeing you. I can't wait to hear from you. Lots of love. Love, regards. Take care. Be well. Best wishes. Love, regards. Instead of these phrases, you may put 2xx. These indicate sending kisses. Then you sign off your name. Useful expressions. Thank you for your letter. It was nice to hear from you. Your last letter was a real surprise. It was so nice of you to remember about blah blah blah. Thanks a lot for the information you've sent me in your last letter. I've just received your letter. I'm so happy to hear that, blah blah blah. I'm sorry I haven't answered earlier, but I was really busy with my school. I'm sorry I haven't written for so long, but looking forward to hearing from you soon. Well, that's all for now. We'll talk to you soon. Give my regards to your mommy. I hope we will be able to arrange a get-together. Do write back as I'm waiting for the news from you. Sample answer. Question. You are abroad spending your holidays in a very exciting places you have always wanted to visit. The people you travel with are really nice to you, so you enjoy their companionship. Write a letter to your friend describing what you have been doing so far and what you still plan to do. Dear Amy, thank you a lot for your last letter. It was a nice surprise to hear from you. I'm sorry I haven't written to you earlier, but I had to organize some things concerning my trip. As you probably remember, I've always wanted to visit some unusual places, and now, at last, off I went. But you'd never guess where I've chosen to spend my holiday. It's Antarctica. You would never think of it, would you? I'm so excited about the whole event. The people I traveled with are incredible. It's their 14th expedition there. They know every path in the snow by heart, and they are very helpful. They shared their knowledge and experience with me. Would you believe that here everything is different? You even need to set your tent in a special way. It's all very challenging. Tomorrow we plan to move further north so that I may not be able to stay in touch for a while. Anyway, I'd like to meet you when I get back. Hope you are enjoying your holiday. Do write back soon. Love, Becky. Dear Kelly, thank you very much for your last letter. It was interesting to read about your holidays in Greece. I've also been on vacation recently. Perhaps you remember that I spent my last summer in New York to improve my English, and so I decided to visit my friends over there. We had a great time. However, on the last day, something unpleasant happened to me. As I drove through Queens on Ocean Boulevard, suddenly there was an enormous bang at the back, and the car began to veer. For a couple of seconds, which happened like hours to me, I lost control over the automobile. But finally, I was able to stop the car just a few inches in front of a hydrant. After having taken a deep breath, I got out of the vehicle and saw that my back wheel had exploded. As you can imagine, I wasn't very pleased because the car was only rented. Fortunately, a handsome young man on a bike came by, stopped, and offered to help me. He changed the wheel, which was very kind of him. To thank him, I invited him for a cup of coffee at Starbucks, my favorite coffee shop. What can I say? It was very nice. By the way, he is going to visit me next month, so you can also get to know him. Anyway, it was the sweetest puncture of the whole life. Well, that's all for now. I'm looking forward to hearing from you. Love, Suzanne. This is the end of this topic. You may now try the exercise below. Bye bye.